love with that coffee house. Wow, it's awesome.
Right.
I thought of this joke the other day. Wait, Patches, I need you for the joke. All I want to say is that we can only go up from here.
Oh, dang it. They were both pointed up yesterday.
Wait.
We can only go up from here.
Do you think I could get in trouble for having a whole like shirt business inside of an apartment? Do you think that's a possibility?
I say do it until they tell you to stop.
Okay, so this is a flash dryer. I thought it was gonna come in like 4 days from now, but it's already in. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can't wait. I think it's so that's this is a we're about a month in.
Good job, though.
Thanks. I'm gonna do this in my room. Let's try that again. Just finished this book. Final thoughts. It is a must-read for the people who are going through desolation. I think it would be amazing as you're going through desolation to read about Mother Teresa's desolation. I think honestly it'd make you feel better about yourself because it'd be like, yeah, I'm kind of struggling, but maybe I've been struggling for a week or a month, and she did it for year after year after year. So must read about desolation. I have my book, so my bookmark is just a piece of cardboard, and I love this. When I find something that I love on a page, I just rip a little piece of it off and then stick it in the page. So right now I'm just gonna go through this book and stop at every piece of cardboard and figure out what I was so excited about. Okay, so the first piece of cardboard marks the pages talking about Saint Bernadette, and I think it's so humbling what Saint Bernadette said and later Mother Teresa would say close to the same thing. The basis of what they said is, if there was someone worse, if there was someone more beaten down, if there was more of a sinner, more of a weak human, then God would have picked them to do the work Mother Teresa was doing. So like that humility of how small she was and how much of a sinner she was, she understood that God uses the nothingness of us to fill that up and work through us. Let's see. Ha ha ha, there we are. Okay. This is awesome because it reminded me of Finding the Flame and what we're trying to do with Finding the Flame. So there's a story from the early Desert Fathers about a certain guy and then another certain guy. And so let's say the first certain guy is, okay, they actually do have names, but like one of them's like Panophius or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Pamphius, or we're gonna stick with Pamphius. Okay, one of them is Joseph, one of them is Pamphius. That's not actually his name, but we're gonna stick with it. Pamphius comes up to Joseph. Joseph's like a very well-known holy man. Not Joseph, father of Jesus, no. Pamphius walks up to him and goes, hey, I do my readings, I meditate, I do little fasting, I do this. What else can I do? And the story has it that Joseph stood up and points to heaven. And as he points, his finger and his hand all turns to flame. And he says, if you wish, you can become all flame. That's the goal for Finding the Flame. That is what Finding the Flame is, to become the flame of Christ, to shine for others around you. So that was awesome. Okay, third point. We got 3 pieces of cardboard. So the third point, this is how the book ends, and it's a story about the first couple months Mother Teresa started doing her mission on earth. And she says, one night she had a dream that she was standing at the gates of heaven and about to walk in, and then St. Peter walks up to her and says, "You can't come in." And she's like baffled. She's like, "What?" And he goes, "There's no slums here." And this was her response: "I was furious with Peter, and I said to him at once, 'All right, I will go back, but I'm going to return here, Peter, and I'm going to fill this heaven of yours with all of my people from the slums.'" That's just awesome. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have met Mother Teresa. That would be so cool. The way this book portrays her is very witty and just funny and really, really childlike. Father Paul Murray says at the end of this book, if there's two words to describe Mother Teresa, one of them would be love, the other emptiness. I was like, emptiness is a little weird. But Mother Teresa was so empty inside that she desired Christ so much and was able to see Christ in everyone that it wasn't her walking up to a poor person to help them. It was her walking up to Christ, shown through as a poor person, walking up like she needed them to help her. Such a humbling goal to stay empty enough that we are constantly reminded that we need Christ all the time. You should read the book. I did not do it justice at all, so you should definitely read this book. Peace out.